America's national debt has now crossed $38.5 trillion, a silent crisis most people are ignoring. It's quietly drowning the country in debt. Oh, and it pets. And it's getting worse fast. In just a few years, we've added over $11 trillion more debt. As of early 2026, the total U.S. national debt is over $38.5 trillion.
This includes public debt and money owed to government trust funds like Social Security.
That's about $114,000 of debt per American citizen right now, or over $285,000 per household. Outingly, that's a massive burden on families. The debt is growing by trillions every year, with no end in sight. U.S. debt is now around 130% of our entire GDP, a piece higher than post-WWI2 levels. The debt burden is far heavier than what the economy can easily handle. The real killer is the exploding interest payments on this debt. In 2026, annual interest alone is over $1 trillion. That's more than we spend on national defense or Medicare. We're wasting over $1 trillion yearly on interest, money that could fix roads, schools, or cut taxes. Higher rates make refinancing old debt way more expensive. Interest compounds, adding billions to the debt every day. A big part of the debt is owned by foreign countries, like Japan and China.
About 30% is foreign-owned. Don't red. They lend us money to keep spending.
The rest is held by Americans, PPINCs, banks, pensions, and the Federal Reserve. Massive debt limits our options during the next crisis or recession. Why does it grow? Huge annual deficits. We spend far more than we collect in taxes. Aging population explodes costs for Social Security and healthcare. Taxes aren't growing fast enough to cover it all. Healthcare costs skyrocket with more retirees. Politicians avoid tough choices and keep adding spending. High debt risks inflation if we print money to cover deficits. It could weaken the dollar's global value. Future generations may face huge tax increases to pay it off. Government borrowing crowds out private investment and growth.
If investors lose confidence, rates could spike even higher.
Quick recap: 38.5 T of your debt, 1 T plus interest, 130% of GDP. Without action, it gets much worse. But it's not hopeless. America can fix this. First, work toward balanced budgets over time. Control growth in entitlements and other mandatory spending. Reform taxes to raise revenue fairly and efficiently. Stronger growth reduces the debt ratio naturally. It requires both parties to compromise and act. And it starts with us demanding real solutions. Ignoring it means interest soon becomes the biggest budget item, crowding out funding for defense, education, and more. In the next downturn, we'll have less room to borrow and respond. Other countries could gain advantage if the dollar weakens. Risk of downgrade, making borrowing even costlier. It hurts everyday Americans with higher costs and fewer opportunities. After World War II, we grew out of even higher debt levels. With smart policies and growth, we can do it again. Key steps: reform entitlements, taxes, and control spending. The sooner we start, the easier it will be. This silent crisis doesn't have to become a loud one. Spread awareness. Politics, share this video and talk about the debt. Hit like and subscribe for more Cashium Finance Explainers. Thanks for watching. Stay informed about your money. Remember, $38.5 trillion and still rising fast.
What will we do about this silent crisis?
Together, we can secure a stronger future.
This is Cashium Finance. More videos coming soon.
The silent crisis. Time to act. Don't ignore the debt. Wake up and demand change. See you in the next video. Arpo Gas Spice. That